Captain Marvel. Saw this movie Thursday night, opening week. You know, you can get early screening sometimes. I usually always get tickets as early as possible if I can. And then I saw it again Saturday, and I planned on seeing it a third time. And that was supposed to be this weekend. It just passed, but I'm going to go see it this weekend because I really enjoyed the movie. I really did. I think it's a very good movie. Brie Larson, I think she's a tremendous actress. But in this, her voice is so soft. I really thought a lot of people were going to have a problem. Like, you know, her voice, it doesn't seem like that's what Captain Marvel should sound like, because I think they're looking for her to be more assertive and aggressive. But it works for me. It works for me. It really does. It's just, she has just such a sweet, soft voice. I'm just looking at her like, oh, she's so cute, and she's supposed to be, you know, just straight up, you know, a force, you know. So, but it works for me. I liked her as Captain Marvel. I really did. Remember when the trailers were out and people were saying she doesn't even smile? Like, for real? You never seen a trailer where a woman in the like, I'm trying to think, in movies like Salt with Angelina Jolie, did it show her smiling in the trailers? Or something like Atomic Blonde with Charlize Theron smiling in the trailers? I don't know why they were upset that she wasn't smiling. Maybe because she's an Oscar award-winning actress and they're just like, oh, she seems so emotionless. And you find that out in the movies. Now, I'm going to be talking some spoiler stuff because the movie's been out long enough, and, you know, if I did this review earlier, I'd have done a non-spoiler and a spoiler one, but no, I'm just going to be talking some spoiler stuff. But yeah, you find out in the movie, she's a warrior. And just like in a lot of other movies we've seen with warriors, they tell them, get rid of your emotions, you're a fighter, you're a warrior, you got to start using your brain, don't fight with this, don't get angry, keep it in check. And that's why she's like that. But she does show emotion in this movie. She does. Even in like with the third trailer and stuff like that, she was smiling, her smirk. I like her smirk, I really do. But I might be a little biased about this film and the character because I like the character so much. I love Captain Marvel in the comics. It goes all the way back to the 90s, you know, when I loved Jean Grey, Rogue, Storm. But I've also liked Miss Marvel when she was Miss Marvel with the like black leotard and stuff. I loved her from back then. She had super strength and she had flight. And then she looked sexy. Of course I liked her. You know what I mean? I loved Rogue for the same reason. Yeah, I liked the movie. I thought the movie was good. I thought the story was good. You heard some reviews that said this movie was, well, I did. I don't know if you guys did, but it felt different than other Marvel movies. In particular, I would say the newer Marvel movies, because I could see this movie fitting in right in with Phase 1. Like 2010, 2011, if this movie came out then, the exact way that it is now, it would fit right in. And I think it would have been, yeah, it feels like that. I don't know if that was purposely, but it felt like they were making this, they didn't want to make it. It felt small scale at times, you know, like the locations or the set pieces felt really small. You know how Star Trek, when they go to planets, you only see like a little section of the planet and everything seems to happen right there. They don't go all over the planet, or it's not a really big set and a bunch of different rooms. That's what it felt like sometimes on certain sections of this movie. But the 90s nostalgia, I loved it. The music and the look of it. I think it was just enough. Not too much where you like they're throwing too much at us, and not a, you know, a small amount where you like I didn't feel it. It didn't feel like the 90s. I needed a little bit more. No, I think they did just enough. They handled that very well. Everybody in this, it was great. Talos, the Skrull leader, fantastic. What else he played in? The actor who portrayed him. Oh, he played in Rogue One. He also played in that new Robin Hood movie, but he was good in it for the most part, for what he could do. You know what I mean? But I loved him. I loved the story with the Skrulls, because there's a switch in this. You thought the Skrulls were going to invading these planets, infiltrating, disguising themselves as certain people and taking over, and it was like that. Then you find out later, really, they're victims in this, and they were working along with somebody on Earth, Marvel, who had a power source that was supposed to power a light speed engine. And they don't travel at light speed in these movies, not yet anyway. Not at the point of this movie, but because I believe in Guardians of the Galaxy they had this too, but they have jump points. It's like a wall out in space which instantly transports you to the next wall or whatever, jump point. So it could take hours, just whatever speed they're going to until they reach a jump point, and then boom, instantly transported to the next one. But if you're able to fly at light speed all the time throughout space, I can see how it'd be hard to track them and keep up with them. So that's what the Skrulls needed. And it switched everything because there was a lot of people. Invasion, not Secret Wars, but in Secret Invasion, because the Skrulls are here, that could still happen. There can be some rogue Skrulls. I was about to say Skrulls. I don't know. There can be some rogue or just some evil Skrulls, or ones that are upset, mad, that have been tampered with, brainwashed, whatever. That could still happen. But I like how it flipped the script on it. I love when Marvel does that. Like, they hide things in trailers. Like in the trailer when you see her glowing like she's a Super Saiyan. In the movie, she has a lunchbox in her hand and they edited it out. They could have left it there, but everybody would be like, what's that lunchbox? Or they would have known she's carrying something around, so they would have started speculating with that. But I love when they just flip stuff in these stories. They do them different because this is not the comics. We're not going to get everything exactly like it is in the comics. So I love that. So then people don't know what to think. They're like, oh my goodness. But I enjoyed the movie. I thought it was very good. It doesn't enter my top 3 Marvel movies, but I love watching it. That's why I can't wait to see the third time. And I like taking people with me who never seen the movie, so I can experience it with them. But I really like this movie. I really did. I love Brie Larson. I love seeing a young Nick Fury. I love period pieces. So this was set in the 90s. I love that. I can't wait to see the next one. I'm not going to compare it to other female movies out there. The next Captain Marvel movie, maybe it's going to be set in the early 2000s but take place out in space, or the late 90s and take place out in space, or maybe it's going to be set after Endgame. I don't know, but I can't wait to see it because I really enjoy the character. You know, I really like her a lot. And yeah, she's powerful. She's powerful. We're just getting started. Just like every other character, they evolve in their abilities, what they can use. She's going to be powerful. But Kevin Feige just said recently, what did he say? Something like, there is an Achilles heel, and we're going to see, and it's going to make sense, and it's going to keep her from being too powerful all the time. You know what I mean? But I like her. Jude Law was cool. I like seeing her work with Star Force. I like anytime they go in different parts of the galaxy, because in comics we see that so much. I like seeing that. So that's one of the things I liked about it. It was a little bit of Guardians of the Galaxy, a little bit of Thor 1, a little bit of something like Iron Man and stuff like that. It was a good movie. I really like it. Monica Rambeau. I say Rambo, whatever. She was done well in this movie. It's just that when you cram a lot of stuff in a movie, you don't have, some things get sacrificed, and sometimes that's character moments or character development. But I liked her daughter, and it's just, I was feeling it because of the performance. But it's like, I wish we could have got some more time, because we've seen a lot of Carol's backstory and relationships and flashbacks, so it didn't hit that hard when they reconnected. But other than that, the action in the movie, I liked it. I hate shaky cam, or when it's really dark in scenes, doing action scenes, or the camera's close up so you can't see what's happening. I hate that. I really do. And there's not a lot of that in this. But I love Nick Fury in this. Coulson was used just as much as I thought he was going to be. I didn't think he was going to be heavy into the film. The Tesseract. I can't believe people were like, it doesn't fit into the story or the timeline. I've seen that so much. Yes, it does. Howard Stark found it at the end of Captain America, so he found it in the 1940s, and we don't see it again to the end of the first Thor movie, which was in 2011. Now, here's the thing. It can change hands so many times in between there. It was on Earth. Makes sense. It can be where it was. It was still, whatever. It makes sense to me. But I also heard there wasn't any surprises in this movie from a review on YouTube. There were plenty of surprises. There were some things it connects some dots from stuff early on in Marvel Cinematic Universe to stuff that's happening now. Oh man, I can't wait to see Endgame. I really can't. It's already over, $700 million at this point. And it's on a second weekend. So yeah, I can see it getting close to $1 billion or $1 billion. It might. There's people go to see these movies now, and then if they have stuff in it, like it's a female superhero, or like Shazam's coming out, little kids might flock to this hard because it might be like really, really fun, and that might make a whole bunch of bank until Endgame comes out, because it comes out in like 3 weeks after. And usually if it isn't the best, or it don't knock our socks off like every other movie, does. People were like, could have done without it. It was okay. It's not terrible. I tell you that. It's not trash. It really isn't. And that's just my opinion. Anyway, that's it. See you next time.